Hey guys, I'm Kel and I'm talking to you today about a black metal solo project hailing from Australia, Burier. Now, crawling on the back of this solo artist's 2019 release titled Burier is the second demo titled Burier II, released early this year, 2020. And Satan, was this a ride for me or what? For a better word, a journey indeed through pain, disparagement, darkness, and definitely gloom. The production of this album reeks of decay. It is very, very distorted, extremely foggy and messy, and it does so to create the atmosphere that can be described as extremely grim and Revere, I'm going to say. And it has a strong feeling of damnation interpreted from these incredibly cathartic lyrics. Believe it or not, amidst this absolute mayhem, there is a faint and stirring melody lying under the distorted and warped sounds making up these 5 tracks, and it really did assist the huge and intense emotive pull of it all. Vocally, it fast become clear that this artist is expelling so much doom, so much raw emotion with his vocals and the cathartic lyrics in a manner that just had a continual effect on me. It was as if I was walking within the shadows of this entire album. It's uncompromising, compelling, extremely unrelenting, and it just goes and goes. It does not give you a rest from the way in which these hard and hateful opinions are being vocally bestowed on you. It's just incredible. This artist wants to share the pain. It's so obvious. Share the pain, share the misery, and he's done this so well as, you know, crushing us with distorted guitars, creating a huge dark suffering mood and atmosphere that really weighed heavy on me as the listener. So this demo kicks off with 1000 Wings, the one that you can hear in the background here, running just past 10 minutes in duration, so it's a pretty large track, and it is an emotionally exhausting journey full of arduous attitude, and it's perfect for wearing you down. It's smothered in haze, rot, and absolute decline. The disdain and torment is so strong within this track. I just let myself ride with it and let it carry me away. I won't say that it took me to nice places at all, though. There's nothing nice about this. It was a challenge and it was a confronting listen. A truly brilliant transfer track this was to start this demo off into its spiral of suffering. 1000 Wings ends with some very effective and fitting synth, which I really enjoyed, and it carried such a finality to it, almost a piece to the suffering. This track was just amazing, truly was. Deepest Fear That Circles, I love that title. The guitar patterns I loved more though. Within this, the trem picking is not shimmering at all. It's so abrupt, it's so stark, but it's so aligned to the cold atmosphere of this entire track and extended chilly atmosphere of this entire album. After that said guitar work, the musicianship comes together while growing in volume and strengthens, and it feels like this large, dark, foreboding, low-lying cloud just came over my head and was hovering over me. It was a very heavy feeling. I loved the riffage here, the melody that the riff carried, the low-toned guitars. They were so troubled, and it took this track to the darkest corners of the mind and the taboo areas of the psyche. You know, it's funny, I find with some of these obscure, harsh, and devastatingly angst-driven albums quite hard to listen to, not because I don't like the music or this style. I absolutely thrive on this kind of black metal, but because it makes me reflect on, you know, where this music and lyrical content and blatant evidence of aching is conjured from. And that, of course, can be quite confronting to start thinking deeply on that, and of course I do. The ritual of letting go through the music has been done so well by Burier here within this demo. The chaos created confusion for me. The riffage can be quite unique and obscure. The beats are sometimes off-centered, and there's a distortion to this production done, so I'm sure very deliberately, to create a sense of disorientation, and it's a very, very moody and raw listen. Raw is most certainly the law with this demo. Burier II demo for me overall was very damaging. There is such a filth to it as well. It's a bloody intense listen, guys, with a steady flow of aggression and dejection. It's ladled with it. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this, I'm sure of it. But please go and take a listen to Burier II on Bandcamp. Comment under this video. I'd love to know what you think of this one, and we can have a conversation around it, of course. And to Burier, I'm absolutely in awe of this album, and I'll definitely be listening to more of your work. Thank you very much for the pain. I'm Kelly T. This has been my albums of the week.